Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. It is day 6 of spring and we are going to sort our animals first. Not a lot to sort, they're actually all in pretty good condition. Just need to top up food and things like that. I think though, yes, today we're going to have to go on a supply run. Because we don't actually have any feed or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and top up the straw quickly. So we're going to top this off, and once we've topped off the straw we will go and get both animals cleaned out. So we'll go and get the sheep and the cows cleaned out. Getting those two cleaned out will be will get us started. Then we're going to have to head up to the shop and get some more bits. We could also do with the sprayer today. We need to get our crops. We need to start getting our crops fertilized. So we've got that job to do. Which means putting some care wheels on this tractor as well. So let's just do this. And there we go. I think that's topped that up pretty nicely. So back out of here. So we've still got 762 litres of straw in here, and just to let our cows be fully done with that means they will continue to generate manure for us, which is a good thing. I need to take a look at the cow field. I think we've got our own grass area and we probably should start getting to work with that. So I'm going to look into that today and maybe get some mowers and things. I think we're going to do some contract work if we can. I think we might set our other tractor off doing some contract work with the plough. There's quite a big there's a couple of quite a big ploughing contracts available that we could set our other tractor off doing. It would tie that up, but it would mean that could be getting on with that. I thought I'd left my bucket there. I do not know where the bucket is at the moment, so I will find that and be right back. Ah, there it is. We'd left it down here in what must be the wash area. We need to get I think we need to get a pressure washer in there, because that would be that looks like a perfect place to put one. But there we go. We have got our bucket. We can go and clean out our cows and our sheep now. So head back up here. I have started using the rack down the bottom for this because it's not working. Otherwise, I do start losing stuff. So I'm going to start putting them in the rack down at the bottom end and sort it that way. You can see here, though, that our cows do have a fair amount of feed left. Don't want to bounce along. Right, there we go. Hopefully. No. Oh, that's why we're bouncing. There we go. Now we shouldn't bounce and we should pick up. Yep, like so. Very easy, very quick. 206 litres of silage. That will sort our cows out for now. And go, and then we need to go and sort our sheep out as well, who should still produce, so they should still produce wool for a while yet. But our second sell time for wool is a way off. Yeah, look at this. 90 litres, another 90 litres of wool. As we discovered last time, the wool is not a great payoff. And only lasts until the summer. So it's not something that's going to make us a massive amount of money, wool. But it will bring us some money in, and that's what we really need during doing a start from scratch like this. Is we need money to be coming in on a regular basis. If we have a look at our animals now, we've got 40 sheep, but we are looking at some lambs, I think. Let's just check this. We did have some on the way. I'm not sure we do still, actually, looking at this. Nope, looks like we're not going to get any lambs until next year, which is not good. So our sheep, while they're easy to keep, are going to be a drain on us until next year. We've got the same thing, sort of. 0.6. Oh, let's have a look at our cows. 0.8. So yeah, we are again looking at beginning of next year for any calves from the cows and therefore any milk. But that again, kind of what we expected. So nothing from our animals really until next year. We're going to have to rely on getting some contracts done, really. And speaking of which, let's head back down the bottom, drop this bucket off, and we can see if we can get our large tractor, or our larger tractor, doing some contract work to try and get us some more money in, I think. We do have one other thing we could be doing. Now, will this fit on here? No, that's not going to fit on the rack. Ooh, not easily anyway. Might fit up the top. Looks like there's more space there. No, so we'll stack this at the bottom. Big bucket will not fit on the rack, but that is fine. We hopefully can still reach across and get those. Right, so that is ready for us to head up to the shop. And, well, once we've hooked the trailer on, we can head up to the shop with this and go and get ourselves some more supplies. We need some more bales and... is it just bales we need? If it is, we want to put just a bale spike on the front of here. But I thought we needed something else. We've got... oh yeah, we're going to need fertilizer and we're going to need a sprayer. So, yeah. We're going to need to put this onto here. Like so. And the other thing we're going to need, if we're going to try and bring a sprayer back on this, is this bit here. Like so. And then we'll just put this on the back. And there we go. And strap that down. Yeah, the straps on this bale trailer are completely mucked up. And so we need to head down to the shop and start spending some money. Now what we need today, as I was saying, is we're going to need some bales, we're going to need some fertilizer, and we're going to need a sprayer. And we're going to need money to buy all of these things. So I'm going to borrow another 20,000 to get us going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes us just over 400,000. And with this, I need to buy one of these, I think. This is the cheapest sprayer we can get our hands on. It has no width to it at all. Holds 400 litres, but will do what we need it to do. It costs actually it costs about a quarter of any other sprayer we can get our hands on. So I'm going to buy that. Probably have to refill it a few times. Only holds 400 litres, so we want to get a pallet of fertilizer and a pallet of herbicide at the very least. Pallet of herbicide is going to be, so this will refill it 3 times. Both will refill it 3 times, which is good. So we'll buy a pallet of that. And we will buy a pallet of that as well. So that will keep that going for a little while. We also need to get some feed for our pigs and our cow. for our sheep and our cows. So used to doing pigs at this point. Right, so we need... I think we need 8 hay bales. So we'll take a full stack. No, we need... Yeah, that will do 2 sets. While we've got some good sunshine, I'm going to buy those. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to buy 4 straw bales as well. Okay. And that, hopefully, is going to do us for everything that we need for today. So, that's 15,300 we used. Which is quite a lot of stuff that we've got to get on the back of our flatbed. So the way I'm going to do this is we're going to turn the flatbed like so. And then drop it off. I want to get the bales really on the front. So I'm going to load this in a way that probably is not recommended. We'll take this off because this will allow us to get our sprayer on. Whoa! Come here. Turn you around. And we'll put you down here. Aside. So yeah, we're going to do what we had to do before. We're going to get the bales on spiked via the forks. Again, I'm not going for massive realism in this. I am going for how well can we do this. And so this is one of those tactics that can save you a little bit of money and a little bit of time. Is just using your pallet forks to do this. Or to load bales with. Okay, and down. There we go. So we'll get all this loaded up, and then we can start heading back home and continuing on. There we go. I've managed to get the sprayer on there. That was not an easy thing to go. Doesn't really like going on a pair of forks, but did get it on there, and that's quite good. Quite useful for a little sprayer to be able to do that. So I'm going to take this, and hopefully we can get this across. Oh, can I jump up here? Yes I can. There we go. I'd like to put this across the top of here. Get all of these included in it. Like that. There we go. And then, hopefully... Yes! There we go. That will hold our sprayer down. And hold these barrels down as well. And we're all good. It actually needs to move forward a little bit, doesn't it? That will hold everything. So, let's get this hooked up. And we can then head back down to our farm, where this is all going to be very, very useful, and start to see if we can use our stuff or use our tractor to do some work, or maybe like last time we might see if we can hire something. Maybe we can find a contract that uses a more modern Massey today. But for now, I think let's start heading back down to our farm and see if we can get all this back in one piece. Back here at the farm, and something that has been sort of eating at me a bit for this whole time I've been doing this video. And that is that I think we need to go and convert our wasteland up the top to being a field. We've had lots of people have suggested it in the comments. Today is the last day that I could do it and get any kind of crop into it. So I'm very, very interested, I think, in doing that. Let's take those tension belts off and those tension belts off. Now, I'm hoping this is going to connect up. It seems to want to. Yep. But I've got no drive. Oh, wow. Let's lift that. See if that gets... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I was hoping not to have to try and lift that off with the with the forks, because it was a pain to get on there with the forks. Didn't really want to have to do that to get it off as well. So I'm just going to put this down here, and we're going to drop off the... oh, yeah. Drop that off. And we'll drop off the herbicide and the fertilizer barrels here too. So that means we want to pop onto here, and we'll just... oh, no, we need to be down here to undo these tension belts. There we go. Then we can get this out of the way. You're going to do that. Let's try again. There we go. There we go. No. There we go. We must still have a tension belt. Oh, this tension belt here. I think that one is stopping me from removing that. There we go. Perfect. Oh, no, that is right in my way. There is perfect. Let's get this off then. In and down. Yeah, so it's not a huge area. We're going to put soybeans in it because it's pretty much the only thing we can plant at the moment. But it will do us pretty well. I'm going to put these in separate places in our storage shed over here. So if we separate these things out, it will be much easier to refill from them when we come to do it. So we'll put that there. That is the wrong way round, but not much I can do about that at the moment. Put my seeds pallets. Let's... the idea of that was to try and turn it round, not catch it with that. Even worse. That's what I want to do. Piercing those bags. There we go. Right. Lift this up. Bring us round. Lots of mucking about. Let's get this round over here. And then we can get these bales up the top. It's really getting these bales up the top is what I need to do. We have a couple of pretty good days. Next day, I think, once we get fully into summer, it's going to be time to cut some grass. We've got a field of grass to cut, so we're going to do that. I think we also need to start looking at the state. Oh, those are not on there well. We need to start looking at the state of the grass in our cow pasture. Yeah, those are just sort of mucked out. Let's push them over there. Perfect. Yeah. And in. So that way we can now fill up from the herbicide and from the fertilizer nice and separately and not worry about it. Excellent. So yeah, we're going to get on to the spraying and everything next time, because I really want to get this field planted now with some soybeans. We've not got many hours left to do it in the day. We've got to get it ploughed. Oh, we don't want to forget our other bit. We want to get it ploughed and seeded with the soybeans today. There we go. It will be wheat next year. Oh, that'll do. We'll keep that on there. And yeah, and I don't have to worry about getting these off this trailer immediately, but we're okay if we do. We've got quite a nice bit of fertilizer over, or a nice bit of manure over there already, so that's going to be good. And it looks like our slurry is still filling up, interestingly. So if we have a look in here, We have a very minimal amount of slurry, but yeah, we've got far more manure. So that makes sense. We're going to put manure on our fields after the harvest, so we're going to get see if we can get hold of a small muck spreader to do that, and to cover that. But this needs to go into this shed over here. So back this up, and this is the area I'm talking about. I think we can do a decent field off this. Looking at it, it'll be about the same size as our other small field around here. Had I thought about it earlier, I could put wheat in with it. But for now, just turn this off, head over to here and grab this tractor. And we'll go and grab our plough and get that done. And this will make us far, far more money than any contract could. We will be much better off having ploughed this. So back this up. And this is quite a big plough we've actually got on here. This coon. It's as we discovered, it is controlled by a joystick. So we'll play around with that. That means we can actually do a really, really straight plough with it compared to folding it all the way out. Now, if I go here, I want to allow create fields. And then we've got to decide on our field shape. I'm thinking very much the maximum area I can take. So, want to pull that out. And I think we're going to leave. We're basically going to do this section here and go like this. And get through here. So turn the help menu off. We're not using this space a lot otherwise. So I'm going to leave a sort of a thin area of grass around the edge. But in general, we're just going to follow that. Create a fairly irregular shaped field. But a field nonetheless. Yeah. Up to this point here where we can avoid that. So I'm going to define the edge of this first. So the edge of this field, I think, coming along here is going to be good as well. Ooh. Yeah. So along this edge here. So this is normally a placeables area, and it may we may eventually have it as a placeables area again. Right now, I'm going to take this up as far as it will let me. As far as it tells me I own, basically. Which, wow, is right up to the edge of that field. That's good. So if we eventually get this field, we can take it up to that edge there. That's an interesting definition. So we should be able to take the end of this field, I think. No. Can't take the end of that field. So we'll leave a gap in that case. And down. Yeah. So we'll leave just a small section of grass between this field and us, just to mark things out and keep us going. But we should be able to, if we ever get this field, not that that field actually needs extending, but if we ever get it, we could extend it to here as well. And there we go. Now I'm tempted to take this this roadway into it as well, to be honest. We've got no use for it. It is just an area that will give us access to that field. In fact, no, I'm going to leave it. I am going to leave it. Yes, it is just an area. It is just a roadway gives us access, but I think it's we do really want access to that eventually. And it'll be nice to have the original roadway there. So just keep that like that. And so, there we go. So that is the edge of that field defined. I'm going to go around it once more and fill it in. And then we should come back and be able to get it planted with some soybeans. Coming up to the edge of creating this field. And this is a decent sized little field, to be honest. It's not small. It's a good area, and we should be able to work with this pretty well. I'm quite happy with the way this is looking and the way this has turned out. It is getting fairly late in the day. It is it's 10 to 6 in the evening, but we do need to get this planted with the soybeans, as I said, today. If it's not planted today, then I think we're going to be hard pushed to actually have them germinate in time. So let's get this round. Soybeans, of course, aren't going to make us any money till the second year. This is the biggest problem, actually, we have on here. Is the only thing that's going to make us money in this first year is the wheat. The canola we can't plant till later in the year. And the soybeans we can't sell, well, for the best price we can't sell for until about this time next year, I think it is. Let's have a quick look. Best time for soybeans, yeah, second, so right through to the summer. It's basically a very long-term investment for soybeans. So, and our two biggest fields are that long-term soybean investment, which is just, we're not going to see payoff until well into our second year. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough first year. We're not going to make a lot of money from this stuff. We're going to have to do some contracts in order to keep making money. But second year, we should be absolutely rolling in it. And that's when we will start to see the payoff. So let's just finish off this corner, taking every opportunity for what we can with this field. And I think this is going to be a good little field. This is going to be a good little earner, this field. Right, and down. And there we go. Right. So we'll fold in the plough. Like so. We'll turn allow create fields off. Yeah, that's off. It's a little bit confusing because it's the opposite of what it is doing that it shows there. But yeah, that has turned allow create fields off, which means that when we put it back in our shed, it's not going to suddenly try and create a field in our shed. And then we can hook up to our seeder. Now our seeder is a 4-meter seeder. It's not going to take too long to do this job. There we go. So let's grab that. I don't know if we've got any seed in it. If we haven't, we do still have some seed left over, which is good. But I think we've got seed in this, haven't we? Yes, and we got soybeans. Perfect. Right, let's hook that up. I am just going to go and refill it. There's no reason to drop the seeds out at the moment. Canola later in the year, so refill that. There we go. Close it down. And we'll go and get... Ooh. And because we're doing this on plough, what we really need is to switch over our wheels as well. So let's do that too. We'll have to reconnect both our seeder and our front weight, but I think this is much better when we stick those on. Doesn't cost us anything to do it. Connect and connect and connect. Turn it on. Lift everything up. And away we go. Yeah, just improves our traction that little bit. Makes this whole thing go that slight bit faster. I do like this D9 seeder. Nice and cheap, nice and wide. Great combination. And then we'll turn it on. So let's switch over to it. We've got soybeans, which is what we want. Let's double check that. Basically, yeah, soybeans and corn, oilseed radish and poplars. Only thing, oh, and grass are the only things that we can plant. Conceivably, we could have made this a grass field. To be honest, that probably would have brought us in more money. But no, I have better ideas for grass, especially over the summer. I think we're gonna replant a lot of our cow field, and we're gonna spend time over the summer doing that, making sure that that is all working as it should. Because at the moment, as far as I can see, our cow field does not grow good grass. Does not grow, grass that they can graze or that that we can use. So if there's no grazing set up on it, then at least replanting it is going to give me this huge area of grass I can cut and then use for feed for both them and the sheep. So we're going to go in patches on that starting next time and just cut it and see if we can get them to eat it, because at the moment they don't seem to be. So we're going to create some areas for that and do that, and basically do very much the same as what we're doing here, just with grass. And we can plant grass throughout the year, so that will work well. Right, I'm going to get the rest of this field planted, and that will be our third crop in, which will be absolutely perfect. There we go. That's most of the field done. We just need to do the last little bit over this corner. So lift this up, take this over here, and we can then get this covered as well. And yeah, looking good. We have got that in. It is, wow. This is the great thing about late spring summer. Light till really late. It is 10 to 8 in the evening as we finish this off. And yeah, still really sunny, but we have a nice new field of soybeans, and it feels a lot. It actually makes the farm feel that little bit neater. Very much liking that. I think we are, as I said, we are going to have to start having a look at replacing the grass in the cow pasture. That is going to be a big job. That is going to take us a long while, simply because it is there's quite a lot of it. And it's a huge area, that cow pasture. It is, yeah, especially, so we've got the other side of the bridge, we've got it over here, and it needs to be done in sections as well. So I'll show you quickly. There we go, that is that job done. I'll show you quickly in here what I mean by this. So over here, you can see we've got the grass enabled, and while 83, which we're going to cut next time, is full, look at this, it's just patches of grass everywhere. So this needs to be redone and sorted. So yeah, and you can see just not really anything of great worth from that. So we need to replace all of this, and I'm going to try and respect the tracks that we've got on there at the moment when I'm doing it. So that is going to be where I leave it for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.